Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the third episode of Dokidoki Precure. And last episode, we had a traffic light attack us, I believe, and we had the whole thing with the secret Precure identity, and, Mana tried to tell Rika, I think her name is, yes, I'm still getting the names down. The good thing about a long show is that it gives me time to get names down. Yeah, Mana told her about that, but Rika didn't quite Rika, it's got two K's in it, but it's hard to say it that way. But I'll try to when I remember to. But she tried to tell her about the Precure thing, but she didn't really believe her. She was like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, fam, and then just kind of, left. And then the mascot character tells Mana, hey, you probably shouldn't be telling people and don't tell her because they get wrapped up in this and they get put in danger, so maybe you shouldn't do that. But she already did that, but she didn't really believe her. And then, later on, she actually sees the Precure stuff in action, so now she fully knows about it, but she's not yet a Precure herself, I don't think. Obviously, we will be. The four girls that we very much know about are all going to be Precures at some point. The OP makes that very clear. So I am kind of curious when and how she'll make that transition into being a Precure as well, and then we could Precure together as friends, and it'd be great. And then we'll bring in the Ojo-sama character, and then we have the other character, Makoto, I think her name was, who was a Precure longer than us, like our Precure senpai. She needs to somehow become friends with us, but she's not friends with us because she doesn't want to lose any more friends. But we gotta overcome that too. So there's a lot of things that I know about that have to be done, that I'm looking forward to getting done. So hopefully we can get some of that done this episode. Let's jump on in and see if that's the case. 3, 2, 1, play. Science room. Okay, we are doing science. That's always fun. Maybe we shouldn't play with the equipment, guys. Just don't drop it. Oh, okay, I get it. I got you now. We're scientifically analyzing the Precure stuff. Yeah, can we talk about him a bit more? What exactly is his deal? A lot of help you guys are. Well, your best isn't good enough, I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, what? Cure Luffy's, I mean... Right? Teacher? We weren't doing anything weird. Well... If it doesn't move, we'll just think it's a toy. Don't forget that one. And our opening. That man's mustache is huge, by the way. Yeah, the lines about helping our friend in a bind, we show Makoto during that part. I think that's very telling. Yeah, we change the world with happy love. That's just what we do. I swear that looks like Hot-chan. Precures with their... What were they called? Pretty lovies or something. Back into it. The greatest partner arrives. Cure a diamond, huh? Okay. Like, are we referring to Rika with that? Gave you the luffies. It just sounds so wrong. What did we see? Makoto poster. Well, yeah, we gotta see that. Oh, wow. It's probably just bots that took them all. They could sell them for a higher price later. I know how these things work. Scalpers and all that. Yeah, that's Makoto. We gotta become friends with her. Maybe we should go to McDonald's. Because that was like a sponsor in the sponsor segment. Oh, your place. Okay, that I had no problem with that. Let's go. Oh, a doctor. Okay. Oh yeah, does look pretty good. And then you get some too. Yeah, I bet he's got to have you, Hopper. Really? Want to take this outside, Dad? Yeah, let's chill, everyone. We have company, Hopper. Piggy's tail. Yeah, they do get along pretty well. They very clearly are pretty close. Yeah, I bet. But that's just crazy talk. Her becoming a Precure. I don't see the logic, but sure. Yeah, but you're the token smart one, right? So it's fine. That's definitely not true. Well, you can as long as you have, you know, the qualifications. Like, you know, friendship and all that good stuff. Like the right values, I mean. I think you're probably selling yourself short here, Rika. I think you'd make an excellent Precure. You can back me up better as a Precure. That just the phrasing of that, just like I try not to laugh at it, but Machu Picchu. I will always think of Kaon when I hear that name. Bunch of junk all over the place. Yeah, we see the parents very clearly in the opening. Yeah, it's them. I accidentally read it as Mana at first. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Probably should avoid that part. Whew. 6 a.m. How did I know that was the bad guys as soon as I saw the bowling ball? I knew it was them. How dare they? Bell. From above. Who's above? In our defense, she's a Precure. And yeah, that too. They're gonna just keep going up. Probably not. If it was, she would just hand it to you. Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. You can still write a letter, though. Why don't you write him a letter? It's not a competition. These two. Oh, is that the guy that gave her the lovies? I think it is. That's him. I like how she like backs up into the shot with everyone else. Like she's trying to be subtle about, you know, being a part of the group. Open up shop. Yeah, let's elaborate on that. Cute. Sure. I know, right? This is all kind of suspicious stuff. And I'm sure he knows a lot. Is this funny to you, sir? Yeah, I got superpowers. He's really taking this how he wants to take it, isn't he? Love how protective Rika is. Gotta give one to Rika. Yeah, one for you two. No need to feel left out. Oh, there you go. You get your own lovies now. Wait, is she gonna like transform right now? No. Yeah, I can't transform unless we're gonna fight. But it's already yours. I mean, Mana did. Hide. Cure levies, that's what it was. Yeah, cure levies. Yeah, I think we should just accept his levies. Wow, we really are doing a love letter this episode. But literally, who are you people? You poor thing. uh, just that look they gave him. Yeah, and there we go to come to fan those flames, as he always does. Dev was trying to get a feel for the loop of this show. So what's it gonna look like, a mailbox? Yeah, it's a freaking mailbox with a goat head. How terrifying. I mean, of course it's a goat, because yeah, goats will eat anything. I would rather eat food if it's all the same to you. Well, food. So I think this is a good chance for you to transform and battle Rika. Is he gonna like fire out mail as an attack? Well, at the very least, he's gonna eat mail. Okay. Gonna start with Cure Heart. It is funny that transforming, she goes from having a she gains a more normal hair color, right? It goes from red to blonde. Whereas blonde, it's actually a real hair color, whereas red, well, I know there's redheads, it's not quite like that red though. I wonder what Rika will say when she transforms. Really curious now. You know, I kind of like this mailbox goat. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Because that was the same mailbox. Probably. Oh. Rika, you might want to transform. Yeah, we can't let you do that. Or don't, you know. Little Rika, is this when I like moved here? uh, yeah, it's okay. Say hi to your new friend. That's when it all began. Oh my god, that is a wonderful little thing there. Me? I couldn't do such a thing. That works for me. Because who better? Can't argue with that. So transform and get in there. I think helping your friend is a good use of the power. I think we can agree on that. The lights, it blinds. It's time, Rika. It's time to embrace your destiny. And here we go. And blue's my favorite color, so I really was looking forward to seeing hers. So she writes that too. And her hair color doesn't change that much. And of course, a pretty bow. Wisdom, right. Pure diamond. I'll be the one to cool your rage. So she does like a diamond shape instead of a heart shape. Okay, that's cool. There's only so many shapes you can make with your hand, though, so... What will our Ojo-sama character do, I wonder? Like, she'll be like, I'm cured circle. Twinkle. That's what diamonds do. That makes sense. Let's twinkle the enemy. And we think we successfully cooled his rage. Are you feeling better now? Excellent. Yeah, I knew you had it in Eureka. Even without the opening spoiling it, I knew you could do it. Well, the Mono's a real partner, let's be honest. Maybe he went to the Ojo-sama character. Oh yeah, we left him sleeping in the room, didn't we? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It just clicked in my head. And that's the butler of the Ojo-sama character, so... Wonder what she's doing here, though. Alice, that was her name, thank you. Who is she? Because I kept calling her Ojo-sama character because I didn't remember her name. So I think that heavily implies we're going to get more into her next episode. Man, I love the dancing in this so much. Wonder how many Precure EDs are like this. Because Futari wasn't like this, but Mahotsukai was. By like this, I mean like a 3D animated dance animated. Even the mic has like a heart on it. Okay. That was the third episode of Dokidoki Precure. And this episode, as I figured, this was finally Rika's chance to become a Precure herself, right? Because we can't just have Mana be a Precure. We gotta get Rika on board, gotta get Alice on board, and we got to get, well, Makoto on board, but in a kind of a different way. Not on board in the sense she becomes a Precure, on board in the sense that she becomes friends with us, right? Because, I mean, in Rika's case, we're already friends. There was nothing that needed to be done on that front. But we got the Precure thing dealt with. And now Alice, who I'm pretty sure is not a Precure, like I'm 100% sure she's not a Precure yet. But, you know, is she friends with us? I mean, she came to us and she seemed to know their names, so... Because I don't think we've interacted with her at all up to this point, but she did know their names, right? So I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Hopefully we learn a bit more next episode about, like, who she is, what connection she, if any, she has to Mana and Rika. But I'm trying to think back to episode 1. I don't think we ever interacted with her. Like, I know she came to the thing that we were at, and she waited in the line like a normal person to show us the kind of person she is. The fact that she's willing to do that when she, like, owns the place, you know. But I don't think she ever actually interacted with any of our girls, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what that's all about, where we go with that. How that progresses, but yeah, I need to get her to be a Precure at the very least, you know, with Lance, I think was the other one, the one that they lost, because I'm pretty sure they just left him in the classroom, right? Because I was talking about that before, when he was sleeping and they put him down there and he like flops over. I'm not sure if I said it out loud or not, but I definitely thought to myself, I definitely thought, hey, he's gonna be left there, and he probably was left there, because I think that was the last time we saw him. Like, I don't pay that much attention to the floating around mascot characters generally, but I don't think we've seen him after that. But yeah, we definitely started talking to Rika about almost said Mahotsukai, about the Precure thing before, like way before she actually transformed, and she kind of had her own opinions on the subject. Like, she clearly admires Mana a lot, you know, because Mana's so athletic and capable, and she's, you know, kind, helps people. Like, she clearly has a very high opinion of her, understandably, because Mana's pretty great, and pretty much thoroughly, through and through, entirely, Mana is Precure material, like in every possible sense, right? Yeah, like nobody in their right mind would say Mana does not deserve to be a Precure. Nobody would say that. They would have to be literally insane. So, you know, we have a situation where Rika's kind of like comparing herself to that, and she's like, well, I'm not quite at Mana's level, so, you know, I can't be a Precure. Like, I'll just be who I am and support you how I can, like I always have, and that'll be enough. That'll be fine, right? And because we were getting into this concept, we actually had a little bit of backstory stuff. Like, we actually saw what I'm pretty sure was the moment they met, like probably Rika's family like moving there. I think that was all about, like, recently moved there, and then like, hey, these are the neighbors, let's go meet them, let's go say hi, you know, because got to be friendly with our neighbors. And then we have Rika and Mana that are like similar age, so they of course got to be friends, and we see them to handhold right off the bat, and then get a bit of a fast forward to when she joined the student council and how that was a joint thing between them, you know, really making it clear just how much Mana needs Rika, you know, how she's there for her to support her and trusts her, and they're good together, right? That's kind of what we're trying to get there. So the way that she brought her along into the student council thing as the secretary, it kind of matches bringing her along into the Precure thing, right? I think that was kind of the parallel they were trying to draw there, and it works. It's great to see. Just in general, like, their relationship is great to see. Like, especially the letter scene. I think that did a good job of showing it, you know, because Rika sends a letter to her father, I think it was, because he's off. He's the kind of character that I guess travels around a lot, you know, so she tries to stay in contact with him with letters and stuff, and he sends souvenirs here and there. Like, I guess that's the kind of dynamic we have there. But anyway, she sends him a letter, and we ended up getting some back and forth between Rika and Mana on the subject of letters and fathers and stuff like that. Like, that whole conversation, I think, did a really good job of just showing how close they are, you know, how just, yeah, like, they can have these sort of really friendly conversations with each other and laugh about it and stuff like that. I'm not good at really explaining what I'm trying to say, but hopefully you can get it. Like, that was that sort of scene. It was pretty much dedicated just to showcase, yeah, the depth of their relationship and all that. And it is pretty deep, for sure. And the bad guy we had this episode, he was a mailbox. with a goat head. It's really terrifying. That might be the most terrifying monster we've had so far. In fact, scratch that maybe. That's definitely the most terrifying monster we've had so far. And yeah, I didn't even think about Rika's letter like not having been sent yet. Like it got caught in this conflict. So, you know, the embodiment of Rika's feelings now have to be protected by Mana, right? So as she's doing that, it kind of brings us into a situation where Rika's got to transform and help as well, because we did meet the guy, you know, that gave Mana the lovies, and he also gave Rika the lovies, even though she didn't want it at first, because obviously she was against the whole Precure thing. But in the end, once he made it clear about, you know, you should have it, you know, it's up to you to decide how you use it, you know, it's your lovies now, do what you want with it. And she was entered a situation where she had a good use for it, you know, protecting her friends. So she did. She transformed and she became Kyuu Diamond, and she even did like a diamond hand shape, you know, instead of the heart shape that Mana does. So yeah, it really makes me curious what Alice is gonna do, because I mean, we don't even know what her thing will be, what her symbol aspect. I really don't know what you'd call it. You know, diamond heart, hers of that. English, how does it work? I don't know what that will be, but hopefully it'll be something she can shape with her hand. That's the important thing. And we did meet Alice at the end there, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Actually, I want to go back to that. What exactly did she say after she came to us? I think she just said their names mostly. You two seem to be in trouble, right? So she could tell they're all flustered and panicky, right? That something's up. And then they said her name, so they clearly know her. And she says their name, so yeah, so clearly we're already friends. Like, that's gotta be the case, right? Which, you know, makes sense. We know how Mana is. We know kind of how she is, so, you know, they could get along with each other, I would say. I'm just kind of curious how they met. That's my biggest thing. But, so, yeah, I'm just kind of curious specifically why she's here. Is it just a matter of, hey, I saw my friends out the window, they seem to be in trouble, maybe I could help. I guess it could just be that level of, you know, coming over, saying hi, kind of thing. It'd be funny if she already had Lance in her vehicle, like, somehow. I don't know how that'd work exactly, but she just, like, takes it, like, hey, did you lose a mascot character? That'd be pretty funny, but that's probably not going to be how it is. And I swear, Mana is like the only one whose hair color significantly changes when she transforms. I wonder if there's any meaning behind that, or if it's just how it is. Maybe they just originally drew her with red hair as a Precure. They're like, you know what? This actually doesn't look that great. Let's give her blonde hair instead. I wonder if that's how that went. But yeah, really good episode. I'm glad Rika's now entered the fold, the Precure fold, so to speak. And yeah, next episode should be Alice focus, and we'll get to see her become a Precure, hopefully. And I'm looking forward to seeing everything that comes with that. So yeah, until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.